What if the solution you've been searching for is just one webinar away? Tired of the daily grind, rising expenses, or missing moments of your loved ones? Hi, we are live, and I am Ryan Alexander Lim. I'm a nurse by profession, a nurse educator for 19 years. I'm originally from Lapu-Lapu, Cebu. Then we are here currently in Pennsylvania, USA. So, this is your chance to learn how thousands of everyday people, parents, professionals, and even total beginners are building automated digital business from home or anywhere with just a phone, Wi Fi, and our proven system. I'd like to invite you to a free, no pressure webinar where we'll walk you through exactly how this business works and how it could work for you too. So, welcome to my Real People, Real Business, Real Result. This is my 90th episode of having interviews with successful business owners. So, today, I'm so honored because I will be here together with a new coach in the house. So, she's from California, USA. So, without further ado, I will bring here Coach Lorie. Hi, Coach Lorie.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are. I am Coach Lorie Paras. I am here in Northern California, and here I am. This is your 90th?
Yes, this is
90th
my
live?
90th live.
Wow, that's amazing, Ryan. Well, thank you for
Okay.
having me.
Okay, thank you so much, Coach Lorie. So here we go, Coach Lorie. Let's go directly to the point. What is your biggest why in starting this digital business? By the way, before anything else, any short background, your profession, what are you doing, mom? Are you a mom? And then go directly to the answer of this question.
Okay, absolutely. So I am a mother to two wonderful kids. I have a 27-year-old and a 17-year-old daughter. Um, I did work as a registered dental assistant, but I retired that back in 2023, a few months after I joined the business. So I totally completely quit my job and just running the business. So before that, I was a single mom for 2 decades, so life was tough. Just trying to make ends meet and provide for them. Um, and then I had some tough times, raising them just on my own and trying to provide for them. So not only was I a registered dental assistant, I was also a baker as a side hustle. That was my side hustle back then, because working my 9 to 5 job, even actually long, sometimes I was working 10 hours days. It was hard. It wasn't enough to provide for the kids, especially during after pandemic. That's when I started the side business because everything went up in prices. I mean, we couldn't even like eat out. We were just, um struggling. I was struggling. They don't know that because we don't tell our kids, right? They don't know the struggles of the parents, because I don't want them to feel that. I don't want them to know that. So that's when I started the baking business and working my 9 to 5 job, sometimes 10-hour days, and then coming home and doing the baking business. I would do 6 to 8 hours after doing the regular job. It was hard. It was hard on my body. It was really like it actually made me look older, the stress of it, and it was fun too, but then it was just too much because you're working your full-time job, being on your feet as a registered dental assistant, you're on your feet, and then being in the kitchen as well is on your feet. So that was tough for me. And then I left the dental world and switched to another job and found a another job at a nonprofit blood bank. So
Okay.
I started that job, and then there was a supervisory position that was open, so I applied for that and I got it. Um, but even that, yeah, it was good money, but it still wasn't like I didn't feel secure because of the trauma that I have during the pandemic. Because, I thought I was like, oh my God, we're not going to do the dental anymore. Everything's shut down. It's just that, it's always at the back of your head, like, I gotta have a plan B. And of course, the baking business was good. I have a good amount of local audience. And that's the thing. It's like when you're running your business in your local area, that's it. You can't go any more further. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
probably ship nationwide just within the USA, but do I really want to do that? No, because that's more work.
Yeah.
That's more to where I have to ship and blah blah blah. But and then I was like, I gotta do something else. And then I stumbled upon this business through my mentor, who is a good friend of mine that I've known since we were in high school back in the Philippines. We went to the same school. And so I asked her, hey, what is this business you keep sharing about? And she's like, oh, it's a digital business. So is it real? Because I was skeptical, I don't want to just put on, an effort into something not knowing, you
Yeah.
know,
It's true.
is it gonna what is it gonna do for me, and all this questions that I had in my mind. Of course it's real. So she just asked for my email. I didn't even hesitate. I just gave her the email, and then I watched the webinar 2 times, because the first webinar that I watched, I didn't really resonate with the testimony on there. So I went
Yeah.
ahead and watched a second one, and the second I was like, okay, I can resonate to these people. And then I went ahead and did the next step, because I wanted to learn about the business model. And that was the point right there. I was like, I want this business, after
Mm-mm.
seeing all that, the commission that we were getting beginning, and when you go up higher, I was just like, okay, I want this. So, and then I told her, okay, I want this business, but before I start the business, this is why you always want to do your due diligence and research about what you're getting yourself into. So I asked her, hey, is there a way that I can talk to any of your business partners? So
Yeah.
she gave me 3 business partners. One of them is from Australia, a nurse, because she's a nurse, my friend's a nurse. Another
Mm.
one is from California. And the other two are here, actually from California, here in the Bay Area. So
Okay.
the Australian called me right away. I mean, it was, the time difference, but it didn't, it worked out. So we talked for a while, and then one of the nurses was like, "Hey, I'm just getting off my shift." It was like 11, after 11. If you're still up, I'm willing to talk. So we talked for like another hour, and then I talked to the third nurse. I'm like, "Okay, I want this business." So I'm glad I did take that step, and I'm glad I joined the business, because now I was able to quit my job, and I'm literally, my biggest why are my kids, because being a single mom, I didn't get to spend a lot of time with them because I was just working. um you know yeah, it's hard to juggle like their schedules and my schedule, and their sports, and their
Mm-mm.
dental or medical appointments. They have appointments, and you're practically like a mom providing for your kids, at the same time you're a chauffeur for them, because they're so busy with their activities. Because we, as a parent, we want to keep them busy, and that way, they get
Yeah.
more exposed into the world, and to be with the community where we are, to get involved. So that was it. And then I joined the business, and now I'm here for their milestones. I don't have to stress about, taking time off and not getting approved. I'm just spending a lot of time with them, especially with my oldest. I'm actually partly staying at their house. I'm bouncing from one house to
Mm-mm.
the other, and they just bought a house with a pool. So when they have their friends over, they actually want me here. She wants me here to be with her. So not am I only being with her, I'm also her friends also want me to be around them. So that makes me feel good, because now I'm like, that lost time that I had back then, I'm getting it now. And
Yeah.
it's never too late. There's no certain like age limit in joining the business. I'm 50 when I joined the business. I'm 52 now. It's never
Mm-mm.
too late. That's what I told myself. It's never too late. Now I'm with them, both my kids. So they are my
Yeah.
biggest why.
Yeah, that's really true. That's really true. Me too. I lost time with my kids 2 years. My first son, he was just left to, of course, my parents-in-law because my wife used to work in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So this business has really changed so many people's lives. Me too, because right now I'm already a present dad to both of them. I have two kids already now. And that is the beauty of this business. It's not only about financial matters, but of course, this is having the time back. Having the time back, especially with your kids and your family. So I love your story, Coach Lorie, because
Mhm.
it's really a story of, I mean, empowered woman, of course, because you're a single parent, but see how this business transform your life. So thank you so much for sharing your story, and I hope it will also resonate to all our viewers out there. So my next question is, what sets this digital business apart from the other online businesses?
Oh, because it's a lot of pluses on this one, you know. We're automation. We do have that wonderful automation that works for us. So even like when I went
Yeah.
on vacation, when we went to Japan last year to attend the not dentals, the convention for our company, for our business, you know. I was there for what, almost 2 weeks. You know,
Mhm.
the automation just kept working because I was touring Japan. You know, I was
Yeah.
having fun. I didn't have to worry about, you know, oh my gosh, let me just take a moment. I need to do this. No, I didn't have to worry about that. So that automation, I love it. Yeah, it's a blessing to have that automation for us, you know. And let's see, mentorship. We have a good mentorship. We have wonderful community. You know, there's coaches out there, even though we're not in the same team. Like we all have different teams. Like Ryan's from a different team, I'm from a different team, but we all help each other out. You can always reach out to anybody that's in the community, and they're more than happy to help you. Because you know, there are times when like my mentor or my coach is busy, so I reach out to the other people in the community if I need help or I have a question, and they'll answer right away. I mean, everybody's just so kind, and we're not here to compete with anybody. We're here to
True.
actually lift each other up and help each other up to succeed in the business, you know? And the other plus on the business is, you know, there is no such thing as deranking.
Yeah. That
You
is what
know,
I love. Yeah.
back in the day, like I don't know, I'm old. I'm so old, but I'm not old, but old, but like Amway. I don't know if anybody knows Amway anymore, but there's other, but there's other online business out there now that I didn't really tap into. But like I've heard Amway, you know, if you don't keep up with your sales or with your thing, with your business, you get D-rank. So you start from the
Yeah.
bottom again. With our business, you don't get D-rank. You stay in that certain rank. You stay there, you know. And then if you want to take a pause, you can take a pause. You still stay there, you know. It's not like I have to
Mm.
keep this business right away, you know, because sometimes there are things that are happening in your personal life where you
That's
have to
true.
take a break, which is fine, you know. You can do that, but the business will be here for you when you come back. And I know somebody in our community that had to take a break because they had to tend to their mother who was sick, you know. And of
Mm.
course the automation was still working for her, so she's still, you know, generating income even though she's focused on the mom, you know. But
Yeah.
she didn't get D rank. In fact, she actually ranked up because, you know, the business does that for you. It's just so amazing. um what else? You don't need to be tech savvy. In fact, Ryan should know this. He just learned right now because I needed to stream this on my. He's like, you can stream it on your personal Facebook or business Facebook. I'm like, I really don't know how to do that. So I tried to. He guided me. I'm just like, no, we're late. Let's just go ahead and do it. No tech savvy skills needed required. You get to learn it. Like I'm probably gonna learn more about this platform, the StreamYard, so I can
Mm.
stream it next time when I have an interview. And that's the beauty of the business. It's like they'll teach you how to do it. It's on the training module as well that we have. I love the training module that we have because it's video based. It's actually something that I can understand. And if still
Mm.
something, sometimes I don't get things and or not get things, but I need clarity, I would reach out to the community and they'll be more than happy to help me with that. Um, so no, there's so many things, other things. Yeah, and then you know, my goal is to reach that $5,000 monthly income for life, you know. And if I get that, I'll be happy. If I want to move higher to that, I can go higher to that. So, you know, it's flexible like that.
Yeah, talking about that one, since it's a passive income, and you can just see how the potential of this business is really, really limitless, because it's not only Up to that, we go beyond our dreams. And of course, that's the beauty of having this business. And I love what you said about the automation. Yeah, like me, I'm when I started this business, I still have my full-time job. I'm juggling two jobs actually before while I was in the
Oh,
Philippines. So I can do the business during break time, during lunch break. I'll just check if there are inquiries. But what's the beauty about our automation system? It seems like we have our own personal secretary that is doing the follow-up while you are sleeping, while you are resting. That's the beauty of the automation that we have. And sis, I love the way the what you said about the ranking, because I've been into different businesses before, and that's really true. If you cannot reach your quota, you are really pressured to do some stocks to buy, and your house will be filled with stocks, and then you got durant. How stressful is that? With this business, no pressure at all. So that's what I love about this. No chasing of family and friends. You are not recruiting. You will just be doing attraction marketing. And with our digital business, the world is our playground because it's international. As you can see, we also have in my team, I have Africans right now.
oh,
So
wow.
look at this. Strangers trust you more than your friends. I don't have friends, even classmates, doing this business with me. So that is the beauty of this business. And I think I can add what sets this business apart for me is it's a legacy. Just one click and it can be given to our children. So you are not only securing. So this is what's my point right now with the digital business, because of course with this journey my perspective has really changed, because you keep on working but you're not there for your children. Why not work for yourself, work for this business while being present for them? Because our presence means a lot to our kids. So that is what I really love about this business, because I can be with my kids 24/7 right now, with my daughter who is 1 year old. She's sleeping right now. That's the good thing. But usually I told my daughter, please sleep, because I have my interview right now. I could think that she's sleeping right now. So that's the beauty of it, because it can go along with our family. Right now, even my 4 years old will say, Daddy, let's take picture. So that's the beauty of the business. There's no pressure. You just put on your lifestyle there and boom. And this is really a good one, because uh, you're not chasing. That is what I don't like about some other
Hmm.
businesses. The traditional MLM, you have to chase your friends. You do cold calling, or you do calling. Hey, I've got this one, but this one you just post and everything. And our training site, it's world class. One click, you can have all the translation that you want, or not all, but most of the translation. If you want Vietnamese, translate. Arabic, translate. Or I don't know if there's
Yes.
already a Pinoy translation on our training
I
site.
don't, I haven't seen that one.
I
I
think
haven't
it's
seen that
more
one.
on French and some other Indian, I think, because most of the Filipinos can understand English. So that's
Yes.
the
Yeah.
beauty of this one.
Yep.
Okay, so that's why we love this business, Coach Lorie. Me, we
Uh,
are loving this business. We are enjoying every bit of it. And I think, sis, I can also add, sorry for I'm so bubbly. I can also add,
no, that's okay.
the business is not only about financial thing. The first part of the business, it is really doing the foundation, which is yourself, because we have seminars. We have seminars all about law of attraction, seminars about proper mindset, and it's getting us into being the best version of ourselves to be confident with this business. So this is it. So I'm all in with this digital business.
Yeah, and
Number
then
four
I want to
is,
add.
yeah,
Let
yeah.
me.
Go ahead.
I am. When you were talking about your daughter sleeping, you want, which is good. She's right there. That is what I missed when my kids were young, because I would drop them off at the daycare, and they'd be crying and clinging. That feeling
Yeah.
as a parent, leaving your kid, and all they want is you. That I missed. So I'm truly happy for you that you're able to do that.
Yeah, that's really true, sis. Because All the while, I am the one who send my son to school, then pick him up. I will be together with my daughter. I will bring my daughter when picking up my 4-year-old son, and then that thank you, daddy. Have a good day, daddy. From my son, it means a lot to me. No paycheck can match
Mhm.
those words.
Oh,
No paycheck
totally.
can match those I love you, daddy. Thank you, daddy. My goodness. So
Yeah.
those were my greatest, I think, my greatest achievement in this business. How about you, sis? What are your achievements so far in this business?
Well, I had when I first started the business in 2023, I had two goals. Was number one was to quit my
Yeah.
to quit my job. The second is to be able to be with my kids. So those are my two greatest achievement, So now I'm just spending a lot of time with them, as I said earlier. Also, I gained financial peace because I don't have to worry about, not having enough money coming in or being able to
Mm-mm.
do fun things with them, and we got to travel more. And yeah, and oh, I became a coach, That's another
It's a
thing. Recently
very
became
great
a coach.
milestone.
Yeah. So yeah, yep. And I almost to that next rank to I'm gonna get that $3,000 bonus. So I can't wait till, I get to that.
Yes, that's really true. That's really true. My goodness. Congratulations, by the way. When I saw your name on one of our mastermind, which is very, very good. Oh my God. This is Coach Lorie. I will be having an interview with her, and she's a coach now. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, those are
Thank
really great
you.
achievements. And that what we learn from this business is even big or small, we have to be grateful. We have to celebrate every victory and abundance will be coming. So it's really true.
Yeah, and
So
personal growth is big for me because I am a shy, very, very shy person. I didn't used to go do this. I don't go
yeah.
live. I don't even show, my face, just pictures of my kids on my social media. That was it, just them and a little bit maybe here and me and, with them in the picture, but not
Mm-mm.
like this because this pushed me to come out of my shelter
Yeah,
because
comfort zone. Coming
yes,
out
I
of
am so proud of what we have here. So I want this for the people out there to have what we have, to be a stay-home mom, to be, in your 50s or 60s or whatever age you
mm-mm.
are, to have this freedom,
Yeah.
this peace that you have so you can enjoy life and be with your
Mm-mm.
present, your family.
That's
Yeah.
really true. That's why somebody asked me, right? If we are going to do this business, are we going to do the go live? Of course, I told them, no, absolutely not. It depends on you. But if this go live can bring you millions of dollars, would you not do it?
Yeah, yeah. I yeah, when I saw the money coming in, I'm like, oh, I gotta do this. It pushes you. You become
Yeah.
a better version of yourself, you're like you want to share it. You want to share it to the world what you have.
That's really true that there's a business like this which is very very different from other online businesses, and we have a community as what you have told us earlier. We have a great community of like-minded people who will push you and lift you up. So, since before we will end, kindly invite, especially your viewers out there, and of course those who are likers in your business page, invite them. We have our free webinar today. This is today's Tuesday. Invite
It
them.
is, yes. Please sign up on my webpage. Take the time and take the risk. This could literally be the risk that can change your life because it has changed it for me. And as you can see for Ryan as well, because we're both job quitters. We're both just being with our kids. You don't have to, there's nothing to lose. A lot of
Mm-mm.
changes and a lot of insight. And that way, you know what literally we are sharing with you and see if it's for yourself. So my webpage is www.loriperez.com.
Okay, thank you so much, sis. Okay, of course, if you want to connect with Coach Lorie, www.lorieparas.com. Any last words, sis, before we
Yeah,
will
join us. See what we're sharing, see for yourself. Yeah, we're having fun, we're working, we're being with our friends. Nothing to lose, nothing to lose.
Yes, thank you so much, sis, for your time, and I hope that I can do this interview again soon. Or
Yes.
and thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Ryan, for having me.
Thank you so much, and thank you for those who will be watching our replay on this one. Check us out. This is a legit business. It's tax registered, and if you are from the US of A, my goodness, the tax refund. I think that is one of the hidden secrets of business owners. So you will have it, and as long as it is legit, this business is legit. We are showing our faces. Come on, check this out. We will show you every step of the way. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. Thank you so much, Sis Lorie, Coach
You're
Lorie. Thank you, thank
welcome.
you, thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.